What's going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Avatar standard content here on the channel. And boy, do I have a spicy one for you today. So, Biotech Specialist is the card that we are going to be building around. This card is super powerful, gets you some landers, gets you some damage whenever you sacrifice artifacts. And guess what? Do you want to know where you can purchase copies of Biotech Specialist today? That's right, our sponsor, CoolStuffInc.com. This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com. Be sure to use promo code DOOM at checkout if you guys want to buy any singles, sealed sleeves, or deck boxes. Cool Stuff Inc. They got cool stuff, and they got it in stock. And now that you've taken the time to go and purchase every single card for this deck list, let's go ahead and talk about it. So this is a deck list that I remember seeing floating around not too long ago. I believe it was Ross Merriam who was playing it on his stream. He was really into sort of the combination of Lively Dirge and Biotech Specialist. So Biotech is sort of this weird combo enabler. It's a 2-mana 1/3 that makes a lander, and then whenever you sack an artifact, they take 2. So basically the concept is if you can assemble 2 of these and a sack outlet in the form of Umbral Collar Zealot, it's pretty easy to, have enough random material lying around to be able to just kill them. You don't really need that much from there. And the Lively Dirges, it might sound a little bit crazy to try to assemble 3 different 2-drops, but Dirge really helps you in that regard, because if you draw Zealot, you can do a bunch of surveilling where you can mill a copy of Biotech Specialist over, and then you can just spend 5 mana on a Lively Dirge, go tutor up a second copy of Specialist, and then return 2 of them to the graveyard, and now all of a sudden you have 2 Biotechs and a Zealot. So that is kind of the concept here. Now, that's the genesis of the deck, right? That's sort of where it was born, trying to set up that combo. Now, we do have some newer additions to the fray, mainly probably the best green card, definitely the best green card in the entire format. You guessed it, it's another Badger Mole Cub deck, but the Badger Mole Cub here, yes, it technically can facilitate Ouroboros. There are 2 copies. You can Lively Dirge for it as well. So you have that angle, and you definitely are going to have certain games where you're just going to go Manador Cub into Roid, and that's going to be good enough. But that's the beauty of this deck list. You can have those aggressive, Ouroboros draws, but you can also have these sort of, kill out of nowhere draws with Lively Dirge and Biotech. Gene Pollinator is actually the mana dork that we're going for over Llanowar Elf. That might sound a little weird, but it is an artifact creature, which is very important if you're trying to set up the Biotech Specialist kill. And then instead of playing an extra mana dork, we're actually playing Edge Rover here, which is a little weird and seems out of place, but it's good for a couple of reasons. So this represents 2 artifacts, because when you sacrifice the Rover to the Zealot, you get a lander, and then you can also sacrifice the lander. So even if you don't have Biotech in play, it gives you 2 surveils to try and dig closer to the Biotech. And if you have Biotech in play, well, it's just an extra 2 damage while presenting, 2 more surveils, or potentially a surveil and sacking the lander to get a land. A couple other new additions here. Phoenix Fleet Airship, very powerful with things like Umbral Collar Zealot, and more specifically Sentinel of the Nameless City. Pretty easy to be able to sacrifice a random permanent to be able to get a second copy of ship. And, you can certainly close out games pretty fast once you get to the 4, sometimes even just 2 ships is enough, especially with all the chip damage from Biotech Specialist. And then we have a couple of copies of Obsessive Pursuit. Every single deck that I've played this card in, I have been so unbelievably impressed with how good it is. It just does so many things, where it's card advantage because you get a clue every single turn. It's more material to sacrifice to Zealot. And then once you have enough material in play, you can just use the Zealot to sacrifice 3 things and then make a giant lifelink attack. So it offers you a ton of, there's a lot going on with the Obsessive Pursuit, and I am in love with this card. A couple of Planeswalkers here. There's a Tezzeret and a Chandra in the main deck. I don't really get the Tezzeret. I will say I did copy this list from an MTGO challenge, so usually what I do is I kind of like to play the list as is and see how it plays out. The Tezzeret, I guess I didn't really draw it that much, but I was pretty impressed with the Chandra, because Chandra is also another way to sacrifice artifacts for Pursuit and Biotech and things like that. And this is probably the best Tragic Trajectory deck you'll ever see, because there is infinite ways to get Void online, and it is just 1 mana sorcery terminate most of the time. So that is it for the main deck. I guess we can talk over the mana base. You know, you might see 3 colors and be a little concerned by that, which you probably should be, at least until we get Overgrown Tomb and Blood Crypt. But this deck doesn't have that many red cards. It really is just Golgari splashing Biotech. You probably could just not even play the Chandra and that would be okay. And then moving on to the board, leaning heavy on Intimidation Tactics, very powerful into the other Cub decks, and also, I mean, I guess you wouldn't want to bring this in against just Monument to Endurance, but it's really good against Kavero as well, because it exiles the Kavero so they can't get it back with Balemerk. Raven Eagle for some graveyard hate. Pitiless Carnage, I'm going to be completely honest with you, I didn't board this card in once, and I'm not quite sure why it's here. You got Day of Black Sun for the other Cub matchups, some graveyard hate, Torpor Orb, good here against the Bant Airbending deck, and then some Artifacted Enchantment hate for those pesky Monuments and Talents. So, yeah, I mean, looking at this deck list, it looks like an absolute pile of cards, but we actually had a pretty good record with it, so I wanted to show you guys the games, and we will do that. So I'll see you back here in just a little bit for the first match. Should this deck have a Vine Lasher so you can push damage with sacking the Earthbent lands? No, I don't think so. Vine Lasher, huh? I mean, it's really only good with... It's only good with the Earthbent lands. I think it's too narrow. Is that worth keeping with just double Biotech? So turn 2 Biotech, turn 3 Biotech, turn 4. I just don't have any mills is the problem. I don't think it's that good. Scene of the Crime? Just to have a land that you can sacrifice to Zealot for a little extra damage. I mean, I don't hate the idea of that. The problem with Scene of the Crime is that it's a tap land. That's the biggest issue. So I think, like, the idea of it sounds pretty cool. Just having to play a tap land in this deck is awkward, because this deck, it seems like it's very, very, wants to be as meta efficient as possible. So I just don't know if you can afford a tap land. I guess we're doing this. Man, this deck really looks kind of bad when you don't have what attack here. This deck looks really bad when you don't find a Zealot. I could have kept the Dirge just so I could Dirge for a Zealot. I just didn't think it was fast enough. Another problem with playing this deck, given how popular Lessons is that card exiles. And it makes Lad the Dirge a lot worse. I mean, what if I just fucking played a ship? Alright, fuck it, I'm in. I'm just gonna cast a ship. I know I can't activate it this turn, but, like, it's kind of my only way to win, right? Can activate it next turn with the landers. I've cracked the code against Izzet in Best of 1 on my phone. Why the hell are you playing Best of 1? Really? Not the Biotech? What? Why would they do that? Why did they not kill the Biotech? What the hell? Ah? Ah? They just feel bad for me? They want me to win? I mean, I respect it. I do respect it. Oh, I can't pay for Quench if they do it. Yeah. Alright, fine. Decline. Question is, do I attack here? How likely am I to die from 11 with 2 cards in hand? Pretty unlikely, right? I can't pass up 4 damage here. Not with, like, me having the biotech and 2 flyers now. Hold! Hold! Okay. So they're just gonna hope that I can't find 2 creatures, which, to be fair, I only have 1. Huh. Well, this sure is awkward. Now what? I mean, if I obsessive pursuit find a clue, or sorry, if I pursuit into Zealot, I do just win the game. Go to 6. The other thing that kills them is if I pursuit and then draw a second Edge Rover, that also would kill them, or a Llanowar Elf. So that gives me 2, 6. Oh, not Elf, but Pollinator. 6, 9 outs. 9 outs is not bad, right? Gotta go for it. And then we leave up green. Yeah. You know what's not an out? Chandra Spark Hunter. Definitely not an out. Oh my god. Do we just have to play defense? Yeah, because the Chandra is lethal, right? Next turn, make a vehicle, use the vehicle, and this to crew both ships. All right, your turn. Hold. Oh my god. Why is Caltrops a $50 card? What set is Caltrops from? 3 mana artifact. Whenever a creature attacks, this artifact deals 1 damage to it. What is that from? Destiny? Is it like reserve list or something? Boomerang. The fuck? Why are they boomeranging? That can't be the play. There's no possible way that's the play. Okay. I think they also realized it's probably not the play. Okay. So, is it lessons? It's so weird because we've been saying this whole time that planeswalkers are good against them, but I also kind of feel like at the same time, they're kind of just too slow. I don't know. Anybody else get that feeling? Like you draw a planeswalker when they like if they have the draw that's like talent boomerang talent on turn 2 and you draw a Chandra, and it feels horrible. They're just gonna fucking kill it. And I guess it depends on deck too. Like this deck is not very good at killing a bunch of creatures. Planeswalkers are much better when you can keep the board clear of the otters. Yeah. The more that I'm looking at this, I kind of think the Ouroboros should just not be in this deck. Like I never ever want to do that kind of thing in basically any matchup. This is certainly a matchup where I don't want to do it. Because it's so bad into the I'm gonna try the Chandras. The Auroboroids are just so bad into the techniques. I'll keep one as a tutor target, but I don't plan on going for it very often. I guess. Fuck. Scooz in the 75. Scooz is just kind of awkward in a 3-color deck. Yeah, exactly. And it's so hard to prepare for both of their draws. You know what I mean? Like, it's really hard to sideboard in such a way that you can minimize the impact of their talent boomerang talent draws while having enough graveyard hate. It just the deck just pushes you in too many different directions. You know what I mean? They have too many different plans. Maybe they didn't draw Ancestral Recall. Oh. They didn't draw Ancestral Recall. Well, I didn't know that that was possible. I'll be honest with you. Just kind of assume they always draw it. Zealot here? Exile a card from a graveyard. Yo, what if I just held up Reclamation? Honestly? Like, if they draw Ancestral and go to cast it, problem is they can just loot a 4th one, and then my Heritage kind of sucks. I think I'm just gonna pass, though. I'm down to pass. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Should have main phased that, huh? Probably should have main phased that one. Got him! They also didn't wait till end step, so now I just get to play the Edge Rover. Okay. Your turn. Nice anticipate, bozo. Exile a card from your graveyard. You know, I'd rather have you not draw 3 cards. Okay, well, what if they just found another one? I mean, that would never happen, right? They wouldn't just draw a second copy now, would they? Hostile? What the? Price of freedom? What in tarnation? Oh, okay. Okay. My hand stinks. My hand, I mean, I guess it's fine. Gene! Save me, Gene! Yo, Delirium? The rumors of Delirium's demise have been greatly over-exaggerated. Trying to think if I can actually cast any of my spells this turn. And I actually don't think that I can. Well, I mean, I can guess that one, but... Go. Oh, wait, I missed one. I forgot. Stupid beasties can't block. I'll take a -1. It's probably not great for me. Ooh. So we just have to survive 1 extra turn. If 3 in hand. I mean, I kind of have to play both of these, don't I? I mean, maybe I can survive for a turn. Although I don't even know if we have close to enough. Probably not, right? Also makes it a lot less likely that we can survive this turn. Yeah. Hit a wildfire. Oh, this is bad, because I still have to block with the Zealot, don't I? Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, that was stupid. So I guess I should block with the Biotech. Block here, and then just go sack this Surveil, then sack the Biotech. It still might be okay. I need to find an untapped land, though. Actually, do I need to find an untapped land? Depends on what they have in their hand. I think they just killed themselves. I think they may have just killed themselves. Yeah, this is exactly 12. Nice. I'd like you to take 12, please. I would like you to please take 12 damage, opponent. All they had to do was not shock. Although I guess if they didn't shock, then no, because I couldn't attack with the Zealot, right? Because if I attack with the Zealot, then I would not have been able to use the gene for mana, right? So I couldn't attack with the Zealot that turn. That was something, all right. I don't really know how I get out of that one. All right, I clicked on Von Matterhorn's Spotify link, and my Spotify is now frozen. Oh, there it is. All right. Von Matterhorn, song request in the queue. Yeah, just a clean 12, you know. I thought I punted that game, too. All right, Delirium. Delirium. So let's do... I mean, Tactic's pretty good because that exiles. Eagle Vacuum. Planeswalker's out. This might be an okay matchup for both the Roboroids. But I don't know what I want to cut instead. Chat, you got to remove 4 cards from this deck. I'd like you to please remove 4 cards. Which 4 cards got to go? I don't know. You want to cut the Eagles against them? Bro, it's graveyard hate. I could cut the Roids. I don't know. Maybe the airship is also too slow against them. Could go to like one of each of these. Trim a Sentinel, maybe like trim an Edge. Let's try that. I don't know. Kind of just cutting cards at random at this point. Kind of hard to cyborg with a deck like this. Because there's so many different moving pieces. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it. Not like super excited about it, but I found a 1-drop for my kill, or a 1-drop for my kill spell. I was naming cards at random, noted. Good to know. Good to know chat's on my side. I mean, look, if the first one's good enough, the second one's got to be good enough, right? Dude, this song kind of slaps. I've never heard of this before, but it kind of slaps. If sorcery, enchantment, creature. Sorcery, enchantment, creature, instant. Ow. The eagle has landed. I was gonna say, do they have a do they have a copy of Violent Urge in their hand? Maybe they should have attacked first. I mean, I don't really know if I had the luxury of playing around Violent Urge, but dude, the eagle is just cooking him. Sorcery instant, get the creature. The eagle has landed. We also get like a whole shit ton of drains next turn. Bro, the eagle just fucking destroys them, huh? Okay. I mean, they could still get delirium off this. They have instant sorcery. Instant sorcery creature. Miss, 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 miss. Okay, good. They did keep a card on top, though, which is slightly concerning. You block FOMO or Tursa here? I feel like FOMO is scarier now. What's up, Exalted? How you doing today? Welcome to the stream. All right, some more Fontaines in the queue. Lively Dirge. When the Dirge is, in fact, lively. What do I even want here? I could take a Biotech. I wish I could search for like both Zealot and Biotech, but you only can search for one card. You want to just get Ouroboros? Or, sorry, Ouroboros? Honestly, you're probably right. Yeah, it probably is just best to get Ouroboros. I don't know, though. I'm at 10. Nah, it's fine, because we get to exile 2 cards from the graveyard. Yeah, let's just do this. I do have to attack with both, though, because I have to get 2 cards out of the graveyard. So, just the creatures. They go to 10. Yeah, we have lethal next turn. Still saying it wrong, SMH. Oh, it's Ouroboros. I know for a fact it's Ouroboros, okay? That's chat told me it was Ouroboros. They would never lie to me, okay? Would you support a reprinting of Thoughtseize in Lorwyn? Fuck yeah, I'm in. I'm in for some Thoughtseize. We need better 1-mana cards, you know? We just need better 1-mana cards. Yo, Raven Eagle Lethal? Raven Eagle Lethal, huh? Never thought you'd see that, did you? In your upkeep, I'd like to draw 2 cards. I mean, I guess that would have done it too, but... Pew, 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 pew! The eagle has landed. I mean, dude, just look at the cards that people are playing. Thoughtseize is totally fine, you know? Like, I can't even get an instant speed tragic trajectory. Just give me Thoughtseize at least. That one I can't cast. I can cast that one. Like, I'm not trying to tell you the Thoughtseize would be a bad card, but I don't think it would be broken. You know, I think it'd be totally fine. I'll stand by that. Should I kill Cub? Yeah, probably, right? Like, I could just play the Roid this turn, but I'm just going to kill the Cub. Let's just kill the Cub and not worry about it. If they gave us Llanowar Elves, they can give us Thoughtseize. A little bit different, I'll be honest with you. A little bit different. I guess, what if it was like Thoughtseize, but you lose 4? Like, how much would you pay for a Thoughtseize? I'd probably pay for a lot of money. I'd probably pay a lot of life for a Thoughtseize. Nah, I lied. I'm not going to do that. I have 7 mana. Yeah, probably not main deckable at that point. Like, once it's 4 versus 2, you can't really play that against the aggressive decks. It's a little bit too much. Oroboroid. Oroboroid. Should I have kept that? I don't even know if that was good. Shit, now what? I didn't really think this through. I really did not think this through. Yeah, I should have thought about this a little bit more, huh? I'm gonna get 1 more damage this turn. Alright, I attack you for 11 damage. Alright, your turn. They get to shut down the Oroboroid. Hopefully they don't have their own copy. It's a lot of counters. I mean, honestly, it might not be enough. I don't know. I guess if they have their own, they do have to tap 2 blockers to do this, so it's like, maybe it's fine. Yeah. Minus 2. We're at 7. So, I mean, they're currently still dead on board. So you got to figure that one out, buddy. What? Why didn't they just play that pre-combat? They just copied Mockingbird? Okay. Well, I mean, now they're definitely dead. Wait. Oh my god. Arena. Dude, I hate you so much, Arena. For whatever reason, Arena decided that I didn't want to just have an extra attacker. Thanks. Appreciate that. Very, very nice of you. I think it's still lethal, though. Because I have 5 attackers. They have 4 blockers. Yeah, it's still lethal. Alright, I figured it out. I tried to throw this game, but... yeah, couldn't they have just copied the Cub pre-combat? And then with an extra Cub, they would have had enough mana to play the Roid. Yeah, they just tap this, or tap this, rather, play Mockingbird, animate this land, and then they have 6 mana, which is still enough to play the Roid. And, well, I guess they wouldn't have had an extra blocker, because they still have to tap these 2 to play the Roid, but... Alright, Simic Oroboroid. Stupid Cubs. Okay, Planeswalkers out. Tactics in. Black Sun. I think that's really it. Yeah. And I gotta cut 3. You think the airship is maybe too slow against them? Yeah, I think this may not be an airship matchup. Seems way too slow. 1 Sentinel. Just got to be a little more mana efficient. I just don't really envision myself ever trying to race them with an airship. Like, I think my best way to kill them is just either Roid before they do or set up the Biotech combo. You know, it's like, it's the only ways that I see winning. I mean, I guess this hand is good. I have black and green mana. You want a tactics or tragic first? I really don't want to kill that pollinator. I think I'd rather tactics. And then just save this for a cub. Yeah. So take the roid, kill the cub. Try to play a little bit of a longer game. Airship stabilizes you kinda, and it's a bunch of sack fodder. It is a bunch of sack fodder. That is certainly what it's good for in this matchup. But I just don't really think that I'm like, it doesn't even block that well because we don't have a lot of creatures in this deck, you know? Oh. Oh, hello there. That's good. Not now, of course, but take the roid, kill the cub. What would be the third one in that the Riddler? FMK roid Riddler cub. I'm definitely killing the stupid cub. Stupid cub. It's just making too much mana, you know? Way too much mana. I mean, I ain't blocking. Excuse me. He says as he's playing another cub. Oh, right. I knew they had that. Huh. Kind of forgot about that. I did literally know they had that card in their hand, but I definitely forgot when I played the cub. I don't know if I had a different line, to be fair, but I don't think I had a different line. I mean, what am I gonna do? Day of Black Sun for like 2, 1? No blocks. I really, really need you to play more shit, man. Just give me like 1 or 2 more creatures. So I have 5 mana. I mean, I guess I can Black Sun for 3. So I'm trading 2 Cubs for Gene, Tyvar, Tidebinder. And then maybe next... I just have so much less mana, right? So much less mana if I lose the Cubs next turn. If I play Roid... I still have no good blocks if I play Roid, right? Oh, fuck. They binded the Cub. You're right. I guess I have to play Roid then. Yeah. Maybe I was supposed to, I was probably supposed to trade here then. I kind of forgot that this had no abilities. Yeah, I guess I should have traded then. There's something caught in my throat. Doom, 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 doom. Orzhov mid-range. Which one? Squid Stick? Is it like demons? I played a little bit of demons. I have played the demons deck with Demon Wall and Abandoned Air Temple. That deck is sick. I uploaded a video with that deck to my YouTube channel not too long ago. That deck is cool as hell. I'm sorry, what? You just wanted to let your Tyvar die just so you could play a stupid fucking frog? You kidding me? Come on, man. That there's no shot. There's no way. Ain't no way you just did that. Ain't no way. I mean, I got frogged, I guess. All right, I guess we're gonna try and hit either. I mean, land is good because we need lands, but spell is also good because Royd go big. Okay, I'm gonna read this card once again. Can't attack or block unless it has an even number of counters on it. 0 is even. Noted. I'm gonna pass. I mean, this Black Sun does not look very good on this board, I'll be honest with you. Did you know that 0 is even? Noted 0 is even. Seems bad. How do I beat that card? I mean, I'll go to 1, I guess. I guess we're not going to 1. Game 3. Game 3. Come on, you just can't block there. There's no way. No chance you're blocking there. Two surveillance, by the way. 2 tap lands kind of awkward. That one's good. I'm gonna keep that. I think that one's good. Because now I can go land, cub, and then rover plus tactics. That's a really good one. Drudith, Reviver of the Hive. She reviving my hive till I'm... I mean, there's probably something there. Would you have taken the pollinator there? No, there's no way. I just don't have a good answer to the Roid. And I could just out-Roid them. I just have more Roids than they do. I'll take with this one. I don't want to trade Cub, though. That's pretty good. I won't lie, that one's pretty good. I don't know if it's good enough, but it is pretty good. I'm 1 mana short of dirging for the full amount here. We have a 3/3 Drunith. So 2. This will be a 5/7. So they'd have to block with everything. And that means they would take 10. This is kind of tough. You don't see how they win if I attack all here? I was thinking about popping the clue to put an extra counter on the Roid. If I just go to combat, maybe I don't attack with the Roid? What if I just did that? Just like no attack with Roid. Don't pop the clue this turn. Let's try that. What's up, Pinky? How you doing today? I missed my explanation on why I dropped the mono white deck. Well, I mean, we were doing very well with it, but we did play it for like, 3 hours. So I just wanted to play something different. I don't want to play the same deck for, 6 hours. Okay, Drunith down. They do still have double Beastbinder, though. Which I guess maybe that's going to be hard to beat. I don't know. They're only 1/3s, right? It's a good point. If Roy dies, we just get it back with Dirge. Because they're never... Yeah, they're... Well, not if they block the Cub. But I guess if they block the Cub, that means they're not killing the Roid there. Yeah, just get a little bit of variety. I can only play the same deck for so long, Did they target the clue? Fucking based. I mean, I'm just gonna get another one, so. How about this one? May I sacrifice this clue? Oh, right, I don't have green mana. They have Deshanas or something? I have to block at least 2 of these. Have I seen the #1 mythic mono white tokens? I haven't seen that list specifically, but like how different is it from, other token decks? I haven't seen it. Mardu's ship, I have not seen that either. This Biotech, 1 life, huh? Biotech lethal, anybody? Any Biotech enjoyers in the chat? Yeah, you can post a link. Biotech, 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 Biotech. I'll sack a clue for lethal. Clue for lethal. See you next time. Dude, Biotech enjoyers remain undefeated. I mean, it's a turn 3 Chandra. I guess we can try it out. We can give it a shot. I've seen worse hands. What can Tez even grab? It can grab Edge Rover or Gene Pollinator, which is, not a very wide array of cards that I can grab. It's mostly just here as I don't even know. I guess it's good with, you're making a bunch of artifacts. Maybe that's why it's good. So you make a bunch of tokens with like Sentinel, the Nameless City, and like Biotech and stuff, and you just ultimate Tez. But yeah, the Tez has not really done that much here. Beseech the Mirror. I don't think the mana's good enough for Beseech. Remember, we are playing a 3-color deck. But Beseech is pretty good with ships, so maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth it. Couple copies. Beseech does not work there. Beseech does not work that well with Lively Dirge, though, which is a little awkward. Because you have to still pay the spree cost for Lively Dirge. Pursuit Resolve. Like that. Okay. We are accumulating the wisdom. Can I get an XUU? Chandra's kind of cool with Obsessive Pursuit. Because we can sacrifice clue tokens without having to pop them. So it does kind of let Chandra go a little bit harder. Sure. I mean, we're going to see how good Planeswalkers are against them, because I have been told that Planeswalkers are very good against these decks. Maybe I lied. Perhaps I may have lied. I kind of still want to play Chandra this turn. Because this thing just dies to Iros or Combustion Technique. It's just gonna keep getting worse, right? Hope we can dodge for one turn. Yeah, it's possible we should be playing a Graveyard Hate Artifact, but there's only one Tezzeret, so. Like, if we had more copies of Tezzeret, I'd be a little bit more interested in that, but with only one, it seems like, you know, maybe not worth it. I still have 2 mana up, even if I kill Gran. Bro, I mean, I have to go for it. Oh, okay. Snap resolved. I like that. I would like to... What if we just went to the Emblem? You ever Emblem against them? I kind of want to. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. I mean, their deck is notoriously very, very weak to Planeswalkers, so... Yeah, like, they're gonna do a bunch of dirtling, but... Feeling pretty good about this one. Especially if we can find an answer to the Otter token. Alright, let's go... I guess discard here. Discard this. I mean, given the opportunity, I will just chump block with the Biotech. Try and find a kill spell, I guess. And or another blocker. Rip. I guess I'll hold up mana. Rip. Extruder, Pursuit, Terminus, Tolls of War. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. Beseech, Defeat, Day of Judgment, Ship. Looks sweet. Looks dope. It's like Clue here. I don't know. Maybe the ultimate was kind of a pipe dream, given how many boomerangs they play. Maybe I should have just been making 3/2s the whole time. God, the exile is so brutal against Lively Dirge too. Like, normally you would just be able to, you know, eventually find a spot where you can find a second biotech and then Lively Dirge back the other one, but the fact that the stupid fucking combustion exiles is so frustrating. I was gonna say, what? Bro, I'll take 5 if you want. I'm down. Okay. It would be nice to draw a spell at some point. That would help. That would definitely help matters. You got any spells? Um do I have to lifelink this turn? Kind of have to, right? Pretty sure I have to. Can at least see what's on top first. Uh doesn't really help, right? I think I have to lifelink here. Look, it does not feel very good, but we go to 9, we go to 19, then we go to 17 and play our rover. All right, your turn. I mean, the issue is it makes our attack next turn a lot worse because I have no material left over. But I feel like this had to have been worth it. Why don't they make Why don't they make universes beyond planeswalkers? Actually, I don't know. Have they not made a single planeswalker in any of the universes beyond sets? I wonder if there's a specific reason for that. Like, is it just something to do with the characters? There might be some kind of reason as to why they don't do that. They had them in the D&D set. Yeah. No, it seems like it is a deliberate choice, but I guess I'm asking, why is it a deliberate choice? Like, what's the reasoning behind it? And wanted planeswalkers to remain their own IP. Yeah, I guess that's fair. They've done enough mixing of IPs where they don't want to, mix it anymore. Hmm. Did not go very well. That sure did not go very well. I will say the Chandra was pretty good that game. I did like the Chandra. The Chandra seemed nice. Maybe something like that. She's named Green, but the passage, right? Or Black. Yeah, named Black. But I agree. Just keep it within the MTG only IP universe, whatever. There's too many mixing. There's too much mixing as it is, right? Man, it's a turn 3 Chandra. Turn 3 Chandra could be nice. Maybe not if they hold up mana. It'll quench you. It will, in fact, quench you. You get another one of those counter spells. The blue-red deck does look a lot worse when it doesn't do anything. Now what? We kind of learned our lesson last game about plussing. Like, plussing a bunch is kind of bad at the boomerang basics. Let's just make it 3-2. 3-2 can also start where encounters with pursuit at some point, like if I start popping clues next turn. Vroom, vroom, vroom! Start your engines! Engines have been successfully started. Okay. I will say, I can very, very much appreciate that none of the red lessons go after planeswalkers, because we would be having an absolute shit show if that was the case. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Kind of just want to deal them more damage. Fuck! It's rude. That's rude. Okay, do you want a second vehicle and put them to 10, or do you want to draw a card? I guess if I draw a card, it's still 4 damage. It's probably fine to draw a card here, right? Well, I mean, guess I didn't really need that, did I? It's insurance. It's an insurance policy. Is this list playing Rodmouth Viper? Nah, no Viper weapons. It's more kind of centered around Lively Dirge plus Biotech Specialist. If you want to look at the list, you can do exclamation point deck. But yeah, no Viper. Maybe they should play Viper, because Viper is still pretty sick with Pursuit. Oh, game's over. GG! Opponent has drawn 3 extra cards, and I have become deceased. That's going to be shoe number 2. Well, at least there's 2 of them, so now I don't have to like have mismatching, you know, like one shoe without a second one. I can just eat the pair. Like, what the fuck am I even supposed to do? I don't know, man. Just fucking cast this, I guess. Okay, good news, they have nothing. Does that mean I'm supposed to just make a vehicle, or do we go towards the ultimate? I mean, if they don't have a boomerang in hand, the ultimate does kind of just win the game. Right? I think I should plus. Make him have the boomerang. Oh yeah, that too. A little bit of drain. Yo, huge -1. Huge -1. Massive, massive -1. Wisdom should have cost 3 or 4 mana for sure. Yeah, that card printed at 2 mana is kind of really stupid. I don't understand why that card got printed at 2 mana. Like, maybe they thought that the lessons just weren't going to be good. Because if it was for limited only, like, sure, you know, maybe make the limited mechanic, maybe push it a little bit for limited. But like, if you expect people to play that stuff in constructed, you can't be printing that card at 2 mana, man. That's a lot. It is a lot. All right, I'm in. This is the only way that I can possibly win the game. Emblem deals 2, deals 3. What's in the grave here? Okay. I think I just have lethal. No, I don't, right? I can dirge. So dirge gets back Gene. What's the card that I search for though? I can search for. It's actually not, because I can't get the sack outlet and the biotech. So like I can just get biotech this turn, but biotech itself is not lethal. Get Raven and Gene. That is true. So Raven, Gene, Raven makes a clue. That's 6 damage. Still short though, right? So maybe I just play the second Chandra this turn. Raven, Gene, hold up, wreck. Can't do that. I need to spend 4 mana to get 2 things back, which means I only have 1 mana left over. I think I am going to do this, though. And just kill Ral. Wait. Okay, okay. I was going to say, I need a creature to get a clue, don't I? Yeah, so I have to get rid of the Sentinel. Was it even worth killing Ral? Maybe I should just put them to 5. I don't know, man. This game, Magic is a hard game. Maybe I should just put them to 5. So the Pursuit, do I have lethal next turn? Guaranteed. Pursuit puts them to 8. The Chandra vehicle puts them to 5. The other Chandra puts them to 2. I think I have lethal guaranteed no matter what. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to kill the Ral that turn. Letting them untap with Ral is really, really sketchy. Okay. I don't think that changes whether or not I have lethal. I guess they kill Chandra here, which means I have 1 less artifact. So that might change things. I don't know, maybe I can sack enough stuff to like make a lifelink Gene? Sure. They're tapped out. No, I know that, but I don't think I have guaranteed lethal. I think I'm short. Right? Because this is only 6 damage. So I am short. Oh my god, dude. Where did it all go wrong? Maybe I wasn't supposed to use the dirge last turn? Oh, man. Rover sack. If I sack Rover, it's the same. I think I'm gonna kill the Riddler. Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill the Riddler. And then go to combat, animate this, hit them for 3. Leave back Gene. All right, your turn. Dude, I've had a Chandra emblem in play for 2 turns and I still haven't killed them. Like, I'm beginning to think this Chandra plan may not actually be good against them. Like, I feel like this is embarrassing, you know? Like, how the hell have I ultimated my Planeswalker? We've gone one full turn cycle, and I still haven't killed them. You know, something went wrong there. Yeah, I mean, I know they can't remove the emblem, but if they just remove me from the game, that's like that's sort of, removing the emblem. That's a good point. Planeswalkers are good against their deck, but not if the Planeswalker isn't good in the first place. It's a very good point. I think you're just the Chandra hater, but I actually like Chandra quite a bit. I think that card's fantastic. I'm just saying that this specific Planeswalker may not be as good as some of the other ones against them, you know? I know you were working on this one a little bit. Did you ever try it with the Ouroboros? I guess Cub too, because I think Cub is good in this deck. Six upstairs instead of the Ral. Yeah, but I mean, it's really hard to say that because they would have drawn 3 cards off the Ral, and I may have just died that last turn, right?
A few moments later.
Liliana in this meta? Liliana Dreadhorde General? Oh, did they just leave? Okay. I mean, we would have went to game 3, but